Hi everyone, it's Colin from the American. Like here in our last live session, you will see where we made a 2D box using Adobe Illustrator. In today's session, we're going to be showing you guys how to make a 3D box using the same Adobe Illustrator. Here we will be making a three-dimensional white gift box tied with a ribbon. So without wasting time, let's dive in. So we are back into our Adobe Illustrator. I'm going to be creating a new file. For this, I'll be using the 1200 by 1200 pixels again. You can choose anything bigger than that. So, this is our heart mode. In our last class, we did the 2D gift box. And today, we're going to be going into the 3D gift box. Now, for those of you who are not in the last session, who did not watch the video where we drew the 2D gift box. Today, before going into the 3D, we're going to also, it's just going to be like a revision, but not really a revision, because for us to achieve our 3D gift box, we need to extract it or kind of formulate it from a 2D gift box. So if you're not in the last session, you can follow us at the beginning of this session, and you see how we draw our 2D gift box in the previous session. So in our previous session, I showed you guys how the tools, the toolbar, the custom toolbar, the application bar, and the also the layers. So today I'm going to be drawing a white 3D gift box. But my white, as you can see, my artboard here is having a white background. And if I'm going to be drawing a box, my fill color here is set to white. If I draw it now, it's white, but you won't know because of the white background here. So what I'm going to do is to give a background to my artboard, so that when I draw my white gift box, it will be visible to your eyes. So let's delete this first. And let's create a background. Remember, we're drawing a white 3D gift box tied with red ribbons. So I'm going to be creating a rectangle to form my background. We're giving it a fill color of, let's give it pink as a fill color. So with this, now if I draw a white object, it will appear clearly to you. So this is our background. This is layer 1. I'm going to be creating a new layer where I'll be drawing on. I'm going to be using layer 1 as a background layer. You can draw on it, but personally, this is just a personal preference. I'm leaving this background so that whenever I want to add any new background here, I'll just drag it here or maybe create a new background here. So whatever I'm going to be drawing, I'm going to be doing all of it on layer 2. So for us to start to go into to draw our 3D gift box, we have to go through the 2D method. I'm personally going through the 2D method, and you may have other methods but this is the method I'm going to be showing you, going through the 2D method. So for those of you who are not, like I said before, those of you who are not in the last live session, this is the opportunity for you to know how to create a 2D gift box using Adobe Illustrator. But from the 2D gift box, we're going to be transforming into, or we're going to be morphing into the 3D gift box. So we take our rectangle tool from our toolbar, set our fill color to white, because we're going to be making a white gift box with red ribbons. So take a rectangle to draw a white gift box. I'm going to be making it small. I'll be shifting it to the corner here. draw another one. This is the body of our gift box. Take the rectangle to the end and draw another one to give our gift box a cover. So I'm going to give these two bottom a rounded, I'll give them rounded edges just like in our last class. I'm not going to be giving these two top edges or two top points. I'm not going to round them up. These two bottom, I'm going to give them rounded and bottom. So to do that, I'm going to use the direct selection tool and let me lock this my layer one so it won't move about. I'm using direct selection to select this button since that's the only place I want to curve. So you can see if I didn't select these 2 points, let me take it back. If I didn't select those 2 points and I just decided to, you can see everything curved. So, but for now, I just want just these two to have that curve. So I'm going to be using the direct selection to pick just those 2 points, and I'm going to curve in a little curve. Then we'll come to our cover. And now I'm going to cover corners, so I'm going to just use it to just a little slight curve. So that's for that. So let's go back to our picture. This is the reference of what we did in the last class to the gift box. You can see the ribbon handle here. So I'm going to be creating the ribbon handles, but the method I'm going to be using to create this ribbon handles is going to be different from what we did the last time. The last time we used the rectangle tool to create our ribbon handle. We did not give it a fill color. We gave it a stroke color. I'm going to be using a stroke color of white for now. I'm going to change this. Remember I said our ribbon handle is going to be red. So I'm just doing this to show you how we created our ribbon handle in the last class, in our last session. So this is it. Now I'm going to be covering some parts of this box. If I were to drag everything at once, everything will be curved. But I don't want everything to be curved. I want one end to still remain sharp. So what I'll do, take our direct selection tool again and pick the edges we want to curve. So hold down you select one, hold down your control, hold down your shift key to pick the other edges you want. When you hold down your shift key, you select. I want to leave this particular end the way it is. So hold down the shift key. I already selected this. Now hold down my shift key and select. So I've selected 2 ribbons, leaving this one. Now I can drag it. So this is what we did to create one of the handles in our 2D gifts box section. We can use this my flexibility. So to give you the ribbon, because the ribbon is not really a stiff object, it's a flexible object. So I'm trying to give my ribbon some flexibility. So I'm going to be I'm going to be using my pen tool. If you have been following this channel, you will see here we've used pen tool to create various objects, artworks, wallpapers, and others. So you can go through our YouTube channel and also go through our Facebook page So we use the pencil to create the wallpaper from start to finish, and we use the pencil to create other objects. So but now let's focus on creating a ribbon, our ribbon and our tied ribbon and using the pencil. We're going to be using this rectangle I called as a guide. So I'll take this. So just curve. I'm not satisfied with this, so I'm going to go back. Already is a ribbon I created initially, but let me create it again. Let me use this. Try to give it a smooth curve as much as you can. See here, I'm not tracing anything with the pencil. I'm just using my own initiative to curve this. So something like this, just use your pencil to create something smooth. I'm going to be doing with my first creation, which I did off camera with pencil. I'm going to be keeping this. But remember, there's something here. I said we are creating a red ribbon. Now what I have is a white ribbon, so I have to change this color. So I'll come to my stroke color and come to my stroke color here and give it a red color, just like that. So I'll be getting rid of this. Let me give this here. I like it, so I'll leave it here. So this is it. Now we can also create another ribbon and duplicate it, and we can also make it the other way. But for this, we can leave it for this 3D. Remember, we're trying to create a 3D gift box, so let's leave it. So I think I will have to let me lighten my background a bit. Let me lighten it a bit. Lighten it a bit. I don't want it to be conflicting with my ribbon color. Although you can see it. I believe you can see it. So this is it. We have the gift box body and we have the gift box cover. And we have one of the ribbon handles. I'm only drawing one because I will duplicate this into two. I can also reduce my ribbon handle if it's too thick. Big thing. That's okay. So now let's go into the 3D gift box proper. So I'm going to take the gift box body. I remember I said for us to, the method I'm going to be using is by creating a 2D gift box and transforming it into a 3D gift box. So we have done that. So we're moving to the next step of converting these things we've drawn into 3D. Okay, so we're going to take our gift box body. Now come to effects and come to 3D and materials. This should not come as a surprise to you. We are making a 3D shape, so there's no how we're not going to use this. When you come to 3D materials, you can go through effects, or you can go through. Mine is already set on my toolbar. It's 3D and materials. I've already set mine on my toolbar, so I'm going to just use this. But if you have not set yours on your toolbar, 3D and materials, you go through effect, then 3D and materials, you're going to extrude and bevel. It's still the same thing. So I'm going to go back. Let's close this. So when you have got to your shape, for those of you who want to include this to your custom and toolbar, you can come to the window and you will see 3D materials here. You can drag it to your toolbar. Mine is already there, so there is no issue. So select the shape you want to convert to 3D and click on your 3D materials. So you go to effect, 3D and materials. The 3D and materials, I'm going to click on, I'm going to select extrude. Now let's give our box a thickness, or rather depth. Depth, thickness, width. So let's give it, as you can see, I'm dragging. As I increase, you can see it increasing. So you take note of these figures counting here, you may need them, so you have to take note of what you are doing. So I'm going to be taking note of that. Okay, let me leave this as 480. I'm leaving that as 480. Now I'm going to bevel this shape. Bevel the shape. Before we go into that, so we have extrude, we have revolve. See what, when I click on revolve, see what it did. We have inflate. Inflate also acts like extrude in some ways. So I'm going to be using extrude for this. So I'm using a depth of 480 px. I'm going to bevel my shape. When I bevel my shape, you can see this like an object just pushed out, like it pushed out from the shape, but it's sharp. I want a round shape. So when you come here and select your bevel shape, and you see some options, and I selected round. By default, it's a classic. So you go to round. Somehow it's too thick, so we're going to be reducing it. Just want to give our shape a certain amount of roundness. We don't want the edges to be somehow sharp. When you hold the carton is not necessarily, there's a certain slight degree of roundness around the corners, which is what we're going to be giving this shape. So that's for that. We've done this. Let's bring it down. Now we can choose to give this shadow. I'm going to be giving it a shadow. This is the most crucial part of creating this box. How the light falls on the box, how the shadows react to the light falling on the box. Like if you look at the top here, there's a switch simulation. Your Adobe Illustrator may be different, but mine is a simulation that shows, okay, the light is falling on this direction. This side will be lighter, and this side will be darker. So you can play with this. increase, decrease, just so your shape looks realistic. All of this is just to make your shape look realistic. But I think I was okay with the way it was. So I was okay with the way it was. So, but let me take it down. But I want to give it a bit of shadow. Now see the shadow. But I don't want my shadow position to be behind the object. I want it to be below object because the light is falling from the top. But now let's see what we have. Let me pan this. This shadow doesn't look realistic enough. So what I'm going to do is make some adjustments to my lighting and my color. So I'll come to color and okay, adjust this. Probably my rotation too. Okay, rotation has no effect. Intensity, no. Okay. Let's play around with this. Rotation. Okay. So you can see there's already some form of shadow coming under our box. Let me give this some softness. Okay. I think let's go back to our light. I'm going to adjust this light. Good. Let the light be coming from the right and let the box be casting a shadow down here. Let's see what we got. Let's look at our navigator. To see what we have. To access your navigator, you can, if you have not set it on your custom toolbar, you can check your navigator through the window. Okay, so this is what we have. Our box, the light is coming from this direction, so the box is casting a shadow on the background. So let's go. Where is it? I'll come back to my 3D. I'm not through with this. So render with ray tracing. Click on this to render with ray tracing. Yeah, sometimes it takes time for this to okay, like you see, you just have to give it time to render itself. So let's wait for it to render. It all depends on your system capabilities. That's what's going to determine how fast it will render. And my system is somewhat kind of full now, so it's taking a little bit longer to render the shape. So hold on. So our render has been completed. See how good it looks right now. Looking realistic. Slight shadow, the shape is smooth. Everything is looking okay. This is an improvement from the way it was, and now we're able to achieve this using our ray tracing. So we're having some kind of a realistic view right now. Soft shadow and everything. So what do we do next? We're through with the bottom, so let's go to the cover. So we select that. We're going to be repeating the process with this. Come to 3D materials, 3D and materials, come to object, and you extrude just the same way we did the box itself. Remember we use 480. So I think I'll be using 485 or 481 for this. Just make it 485. So you can also adjust it. You can also go back to make an adjustment if it doesn't work out. So this is what we have. We're also going to work on this. We're going to work on the lighting. Let's give this a slight B-roll too. Make it round. Reduce the B-roll. You can check the size you use for this one. We use 15 for the width and 43 for the height. So we'll come here. Okay, we are all close. So we'll say 15. And we'll come to the height 43. So that's for that. Let's go to the lighting. I'm not really interested in shadows for this. The box shadow can cater for this. So what I'm going to just do now, so let's see something. The lights. Let's take it. Let's let everything be uniform. Let the lights be similar with what's the lights reflecting on the box, like you can see this. Yes, something like that. Okay. So we'll render with ray tracing to give it a realistic color. We can also do this as it's not necessary that you're going to copy the same thing, but I'm just testing around to make sure that I have a realistic object. So when you're done with that, you can now let's take it back to the top. We can render with ray tracing. But for that, I'm not satisfied with this. And then give it a certain height. Okay, I think I'm okay. A bit okay with this now. At least I can see the edges. So I'm going to render with ray tracing here. Remember, it will take some time depending on your system capabilities. So we have it. Our ray tracing is complete. Two whites. I'm going to be going with what I previously did. I can like it this way. Okay. Okay, so this is just the box. We're through with the box. So this is just how to turn a 2D shape into a 3D shape. We take before we got here, we had a 2D rectangle and we used the 3D and material to bring it out. So the same thing for the cover. So Basically, if you can get up to this extent, you shouldn't have any problem in going further from here. So we're going to um, increase our pace a bit from here on. So now let's give you our shape. Let's tie our box. Let's tie our box. So what you should do now, take your pen to pick a point here. Let's deselect everything. Let me look at my layers. Okay, I'm still on layer 2. So take your pen to pick a point, draw. Sorry. Let's go back. Set your fill color to none. Set your stroke color. Since we're going to be using a red ribbon, I'm going to be setting the ribbon color. I'm going to be using a ribbon color of, I'm sorry, cancel this. I'm going to be using the ribbon color. Well, let's see what this color is. Let's use the same color code. So I'm going to be copying this color code of our ribbon, our tied ribbon handle. So I'll copy that color code. So I'm going to be using for our wrap. What I mean our wrap, let's go back to our picture. See this band going around the box. That is the wrap which we are going to create in 3D. So I'm going to be changing this color here. Oh, sorry. I'll pick my pen tool and select a color. I think it's already set, just to be sure. Okay. So with your pen tool, draw. Pick a point down here and draw up. Make sure you are completely straight at angle 90. Okay. I'm going to be doing this to the center. So something like this. So let's escape. Go back to your selection tool. Select your shape. Next, the next thing for you to do is come to your brush tool. Select this brush profile. So just follow the step here. After drawing this line with the pen tool, come to your brush, select this brush profile, then come to objects, expand appearance, and come to your pathfinder. My pathfinder is already on my custom toolbox. If you can't find your pathfinder, go to your Windows, and scroll down, you'll find the pathfinder. I already have my pathfinder here, so and you union. It may be union on yours, but mine is unite, so I've united. So let's zoom in. Pick your direct selection tool and give this somehow a curve. Let's go back. So now we have this. Let's go to our 3D and materials. Let's come to objects. Instead of using, when we are doing the box itself and the box cover, we use the extrude feature. Here we're going to be using the inflate feature. And remember, you should take note of these figures. Give this some width. Now don't panic if there's no visible reaction. Just like I've increased this, but look at what it's doing right now. So there should be no panic. Just increase it so a reasonable amount. You can also come back to reduce it. So we're leaving it at 124. So let's scroll down. The rotation, change it to off-axis front. Right now, it's just at front. Change it to off-axis front to change the direction, just like this. Let's go back. If you change it to off-axis back, see the direction. You change it to off-axis right, see the direction. And then off-axis left, that's the direction. But now we want it to be off-axis front. So we have something beautiful like this. So that's for that one. We created one band. Let's do another one. Come to you. Okay. Before we move for that, we can also play with this. Let's come to our lighting to give it a realistic feel. Materials. Come to materials and let's reduce the roughness. Increase the roughness of the material, but I would like to reduce it. Or you can leave it. Yeah. So let's go to lighting. Let's see. Increase intensity, increase rotation. You can see when I play with the lighting, you see the color of the lighting, you see how the color changes. All of this is just to give our object a realistic feel. So play around with this and give your object a kind of realistic feel. So I can also come and use my to render with ray tracing once more. Okay, this is what we have. If you're not satisfied with that, you can still improve your intensity and allow it to render. Okay, I think this is okay. So now we're through with this band. Let's draw a new one. So we'll pick a point. Let me pick it down here a bit. It's the reason why. And make sure you are going vertically up. Okay. To draw this shape. So what I'm going to do now this may happen to you, where it will just go, you are drawing with a pencil and it's giving you a 3D shape. Now we don't want it to be in a 3D shape. So what you should do is go to the properties. Let's close this. Go to properties and scroll down and delete 3D effect from it. Okay, now for this again we have another issue. Okay, we want our fill color to be known. We want our fill color to be known. So this is what we have. So you pick your direct selection tool once again. Now just like we did for this one, we'll come to this one and do the same. Come to brush, select this brush, go to object, expand appearance, come to Pathfinder and Union or Unite. So let's zoom in. Take your direct selection tool and give this a curve. Give this a curve. So that's for that. So what do we do next? We go to our 3D and materials, 3D and material 2, and we use inflate once more. Remember when we did this one, we use a depth of 124 px. Like that's why I said you should take note of the number. We want uniformity in everything we do. So I'm going to be increasing this one to 124. Now you may not see any changes. So just like the other one, we're going to come down to rotation presets. Here is stating it's front. So what you do, come down. Let's choose off axis left. Off axis left, and as you can see, we have that. So I'm going to be making some form of rotation right here. I'll be doing the Z rotation. Okay, this should do. I'll make it 36. This should do. So let's play with the light on it. Go to materials. You can reduce material roughness or also increase it. There's something to make it look realistic. We'll come to lighting. We'll come to the lighting. We want some intensity. The rotation and the lighting. Good. Yes, we want the lighting. We want some form of rotation. Height. So just play around with this and ensure that you are giving this a lifelike appearance. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. Alright. So let me recreate this and let it render. So it means, just like I said before, depending on your system capabilities, it depends on how long it will take to render this effect. Okay, so we have this. Let's move on. We are going to create one final band. So take your pen tool once more. Let the fill color be none, the stroke color, and what we have been using on this while. So come to the center. Then pick a point and go. Make sure you are straight. Oh, there we go. Let's go back. Pick here and make sure you are horizontally straight. The alignment is set to 0. And draw that. So this may give us a 3D effect, but I've already shown you how to change that. Yes, it gave us a 3D effect. I've shown you how to change that. Oh, sorry. Let's do it again. So it gave us a 3D effect. What to do? Select your direct, your selection tool. Now come to properties, and delete the 3D material effect from that shape. So we're left with just our new line. So the same process, go to brush, select this brush profile, go to object, you expand appearance, and you go to Pathfinder and you union. So open your 3D and materials now. You come to object, you inflate, you increase to 124, just like the others. And you come down here to rotation. We don't want to rotation off axis right. Let's try that. Off axis right. Off axis right. Let's see. Off axis left. Off axis front. Yes, we'll use the off axis front. Let's bring it in a bit. Now you are going to bring this down. You send this backward, or let's pick this one and we send. So we're going to send this back because right now see it's lying on this. So I'm going to put this. I'm going to come here, arrange, send to back. Oh, sorry. Let's bring it a bit forward. I'll bring this one. Send to arrange. You come down to arrange and you bring to front. So you see it's now on top of this. For this one, we don't really need to. You may ask why we did not work on the lighting and all that. I'm not going to work on the lighting because I'm going to be using this ribbon or tide ribbon effect to cover it. So it's of really no use to me. So now we're done with this. So let's come here. Let's bring our ribbon down here. So we're going to bring our ribbon to the front. So send to front, come down here, right click, you arrange and bring to front. Now it's on top. So what should you do? You come to your 3D again and inflate. Let's increase the size to something. I don't know what I'm going to increase, but it's likely let's keep it at 124 first. We may change it, but let's leave it at 124. Come down to rotation, presets, and play around. Pick the one that okay. Off axis front. Give us what we're looking for. So let's just take a look at what we've done. See what we have achieved. So maybe I should go back a bit, or let me rotate this. Okay. See what I've been able to achieve. So I'm going to create another one, but before that, let's work on the lighting on this ribbon. I'm going to come to the ribbon. Let me see about the intensity. I'll increase the intensity. Let's see about the height. No, it's okay that way. Rotation, let it be there. So everything is perfect. I could also cast some shadows for it, but let me leave it for now. So let's come to the other side. Let's duplicate it. So you Control C and Control V, you copy and paste. You bring it over here. Now we're going to rotate this, come to Object, go to Transform, and you reflect it. Okay. So let's bring it. Let's bring it forward here. So see it's coming together. So I'm going to be working on the lighting of this, because you remember I copied it from this, and the light from this side is not the same light coming from this side. So let's work on the lighting of that. So let me increase this. Okay. Rotation. Some form of rotation, some form of height. Nope. Softness. Intensity. Just do what will make this have a realistic color. I would also like to retrace it to give it that realistic feel. But first, before I do that, let's give this shadow. Come to shadow position. From behind object, into below object. Okay, so now look at the way it's positioned. I want it to be. I'm going to work on this shadow. Okay, this is how I'm going to do this. Good. So this is my shadow. See, you can increase the height. This is the reason for this lighting. Why you should play with this lighting panel. So we're going to give this a realistic feel, and we're going to render with ray tracing once more. It's going to take time, but let's just do it. So render with ray tracing, and let's see what we get. So this is what we have. Ray tracing is giving us a kind of realistic. That's a beautiful thing about ray tracing. So, now I'm going to copy this. Copy and paste. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. I'm copying it because I want to keep this shadow. I need this shadow for the next one. Remember this one though, I didn't copy this. I didn't put a shadow there. I'm also going to work on it, but to be the last thing I will do. I think I missed it. So Ctrl C, Ctrl V. So we have this. So we are going to rotate this. Sorry. We are going to rotate this to give us our other tide ribbon handle. So this will come to 3D material again. We'll come to objects, and we'll come to the rotation presets. I think we'll use off axis left for this. And we select. So this is our off-axis left. You can see it has positioned our object perfectly. So we're going to shift this up. Then you can see that this shadow is stretching out of the box. So we're going to work on that shadow. Come to 3D effects. Let's select this. Come to lighting. We want to reduce that shadow. Let's put off ray tracing for a moment. It's giving us problems. this to render. So I've put off our ray tracing. So let's reduce the shadow of this. Okay, still on the body. I think we may just have to leave it this way. Yeah, we'll have to leave it that way. And let's see if we can adjust the light also. Good. Now let's come down here to the intensity, no, to the rotation, to the height, rotation, light angle. So perfect, we have that, so we can come back to our ray tracer. And allow it to render. Okay, so that's beautiful. Okay, not bad. I'm going to be using this now because it does not have a ray tracing, so it's not going to be a problem. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. We don't want to waste any more time. So let's rotate this. We'll render it anyway, but let's rotate this. We'll go back to our object. Scroll down to rotation presets and give it rotation off axis right. Well, off axis right is giving us the opposite direction, so off axis left. We're going to be sending this to the back. Send arrange, you come down to arrange and send to back. Sorry. Let's send this to the back. Send to back, arrange, send to back. Let's also come down here, arrange, send to back. Okay, so we have this now. So we'll move it here. So this is beautiful. So let's just give it ray tracing to wrap it up. So we'll go to lighting, increase your intensity or change the rotation from this very end here. Change the way the light falls on it. And this very end here. Change if we can't do it there, let's do it from here. Intensity, let's increase the intensity. Let's increase the intensity, the rotation, the height, the light height. To solve all this issue, let's retrace. As for that, let's retrace this also. So that's beautiful. So let's see what we have. See how realistic the lighting looks on it. So I would like to change this color also. Okay. I'm going to render. So this is it. Let's just save it this way. Let's save our file. Let's see what we have. Export. We'll be exporting. So let's work on our background. Come to the background layer which I used as layer 1. I'm going to be giving this background a gradient. Let's give this a gradient. So I think there we have it. We have it. Let's work on this again. So just give it any gradient of your choice. So let's just give it any gradient of your choice. So let's export it and see what we have. .3D gift box. So let's check what we got. 3D gift box. See how the light falls on this. See how realistic it feels right here. So this is how you make a 3D gift box using Adobe Illustrator. So this is how you make a 3D gift box in Adobe Illustrator. To learn more graphic design tips and tricks, please subscribe and follow us on YouTube and Facebook. We are also on Instagram and on TikTok. So until I see you next time, stay safe.